Hi, I'm Douglas E. Welch, and this is A Gardener's Notebook. This is Making Limoncello Part 2. If you missed Part 1, look in the description of this video. You'll find a link to the first episode. You want to watch that one first, then come back here. So, about a little over 2 weeks ago, we started our limoncello making. This alcohol that's in here, this grain alcohol, was clear when we started. I don't know whether you can see it on camera or not, but it is now a deep lemony yellow, and that's exactly what we wanted. And in fact, if you look at the lemon peels, you'll find that they actually looked bleached out, almost as if they've been out in the sun all this time. That's exactly what we want to see, because now we know we've got all the lemony goodness out of those lemon rinds, and we're ready to move on to the next step in the process. The first step in our process is to make a simple syrup. Now, a simple syrup is typically equal parts water and granulated sugar that's then heated so that the sugar can dissolve in that liquid. Normally, there'd be way too much sugar to dissolve in that much water, but by heating it, we create a super saturated solution. Well, in most cases, though, with the limoncello recipes I found, they actually short that simple syrup just a little bit. They don't quite put as much sugar in as you might expect. That said, the recipe is very simple. It's basically 750 milliliters of water, which is the exact amount that was in our original grain alcohol bottle, and 525 grams of granulated sugar. Now, I did some conversions online, thank you Google, and that comes out to about 2 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. You add the water, the sugar, you simply put it over the heat, let it come up to pretty much a boil. You don't need to boil this. You're not making caramel here. You're just heating the solution enough that the water will accept all the sugar. You want to heat it until you can clearly see that there's no remaining grains of sugar in the mixture. Then you have to let the entire mixture cool completely before you move on with the next step. While our simple syrup is cooling down in the background there, we can actually strain our lemon peel and alcohol mixture here. Now you'll see right away why I left the lemon peels in larger sizes. One, it's easier to get them off the lemons, but two, when we go to strain this, you simply don't have those small particulates like you would with a lemon zest that you have to try and strain out with a very fine strainer. So there we go, and you can maybe see here, we'll see if I can hold it up to the camera, but the lemon peels are almost bleached out. They're kind of a very pale yellow now compared to the yellow they were when we started. We just shake those out a little bit. You can sort of maybe see into the bowl there just a little how wonderfully lemony yellow that all looks. We'll shake these off a bit. There's not much left. And I think we're ready then to go on with the next step of the process once our simple syrup has cooled off entirely. So a little side story to our limoncello. The mixture that I just showed you, the grain alcohol and the lemon peels that's been strained, basically you've got lemon extract. If you make lemon baked goods, I actually make some Anne of Green Gables lemon cookies every Christmas time. I'm actually going to reserve some of that for use in my lemon cookies. It smells absolutely amazing. Probably the best lemon extract I've ever had. So just an added bonus you get out of making limoncello. Here we are at the final step. All we need to do is basically kind of carefully, I'm going to use the same jar I was steeping the lemon rinds in to age my limoncello here. So we put that back in there, get all the goodness of that, and then we add our simple syrup. Now honestly, you could adjust the amount of simple syrup you add according to your taste. Sometimes, typically with a recipe, I make it once according to the recipe, and then maybe I'll fiddle with it afterwards. But that way it gives me a baseline to know how sweet is it or not. You may find that you want more or less sugar as you go along. Now comes the hard part, which is basically letting this set for about a month and aging and melding together. And at the end of that month, you'll have something absolutely wonderful. I hope you've seen just how easy it is to make limoncello, and the secret is, of course, too, almost all liqueurs are made in exactly the same way. You steep some flavorful fruit or nut or other thing in alcohol, you then mix that with simple syrup, and you have a special liqueur. I've made blueberry, cranberry, limoncello, orangecello, and a variety of others. I hope you'll try it out on your own. For more information, you can always visit A Gardener's Notebook at douglasewelch.com/AGN.
I walk to your house